it's Olivia. So today I'm just going to vocalise even more of the rubbish that's gone on inside my head over the past 18 years and 9 months. And it's about my body. No, seriously. My body and my looks have always been something I've struggled with for as long as I can remember. I don't think it started at any particular age apart from, I remember when I was about 10 or 11. It was in the summer and I said that I had just decided that I was fat. I'm not using fat as a negative term, but I used to before I knew it was more of a descriptive word rather than a label. My stupid little routine was I'd have a specific breakfast, put my hair into a ponytail and curl one piece of hair that used to dangle down by the front and call it my fringe. And then I'd go for a run. At the time I used to live in a close, and at the end of the road there were gates, so I would run up and down for about 30 minutes. And this little routine lasted for about 3 weeks maybe. Then because it was summer, we went swimming, and I remember we were with family friends, and I remember someone saying, "Oh, Olivia's lost weight," and I felt so proud of myself. And then after that I just decided to leave my body as it was, because I was just really happy with what I'd achieved after 3 weeks of this consistent routine. And I just thought to myself, do you know what? Someone's complimented you, you're good. Fast forward a couple of years and I went through a lot of changes, especially at home, and I sought after food as a comfort. I would sneak food around because I felt bad eating all of this crap that was behind everyone's backs. And gradually and inevitably I put on weight, and I started to get bad acne on my chest and on my back and some on my face, and I still do. I also had a growth on my chest, which the scar is here somewhere, and I had really bad ingrown toenails for about nearly 2 years, and they weren't seen to, neither of them were seen to for a really long time. And with those and the acne coming in and my weight, my self-confidence was at nearly zero. Also, I was changing schools a lot of the time and I was trying to make new friends, and it just brought my confidence down a lot. So all of these things, and especially in the summer, having the ingrown toenails, having the growth on my chest, having acne on my chest, having acne on my back, having acne on my face, especially for a 13-year-old in the summer, I had to cover up because I didn't know how to explain to someone all of these things that were wrong with me, but I didn't realise that they were normal for someone of my age. I mean, having the growth in the toenails, that's also normal, it's just because I didn't, the growth, I still don't know to this day why I had it, but the ingrown toenails, that was completely my fault anyway. It was me just being careless. So I would go out and I'd wear a high neck top, long sleeves, I'd wear closed in shoes, and I just felt uncomfortable. I felt disgusted toward myself. I hated the sight of my face because it was all red and spotty, and my mum would consistently say to me, and she still does from time to time, you must do something about your face. And I went to doctors, I went to my GP, and I had everything. I had creams, I had pills, I had the lot, but nothing did anything for me. It either wasn't strong enough, or I'll be honest, I could have taken them better than I did, but I didn't because I hated taking pills at the time. And in order for me to put the creams and the gels on, someone had to be there with me, and it was just, I felt like a burden asking someone to help me. So after about 2 or 3 years of trying pill after cream after pill after cream, I went to a dermatologist and they said that I should try Roaccutane. Now, if you don't know what Roaccutane is a course of pills which is usually set over 6 months, and it's a really invasive treatment. And part of the reason why I didn't want to go on it is because you have to have a blood test every month to check your iron levels, because the pill interferes with you that much. The side effects are depression, anxiety, excessively dry skin, mood swings, fatigue, and not only that, because I'm a girl, I would have had to have gone on the pill and signed a disclosure, because at the time I was over 16, I just turned 16, and I would have had to have signed a disclosure that said I wasn't going to conceive a child because the medication can interfere with the pregnancy, and I was, not that anything was going to happen anyway, but the pure reason I didn't go for it was because I hate needles. I cannot stand needles. For a blood test, I have to beg my doctor not to send me for blood tests if I don't have to have them. After that, I decided it wasn't going anywhere. So I said, F it, it's staying. And I live with it, and I still do. It's gone down over the years, but it's still here. But then I realised, I saw how many other people, I talked to people, and I saw how many people actually have it. And it's made me, over the time, I'm just used to it, and I get too hot, or I get so fed up with it that I just say, screw it, I'm wearing an open top. See, 3 years ago, I would never have worn a top like this that shows off my chest and also the top of my back. I would never have done that, but now I don't care. I have it, and so what? It's just something natural. Nearly everyone has it. As for my weight and my body image, I just noticed certain things that I liked about myself, and I would just say to myself just positive things, like just to help me for when I was feeling crappy and when I was feeling bad about my body. And then I would have mental battles with myself saying, oh, why do you like this? It doesn't look like everyone else. And then I realised, why do I want to look like everyone else? Like, don't get me wrong, everyone is gorgeous in their own way, but why would I want to look like anyone else when this is just how I look? And that brings me to today. It's taken so much more than what I've said on this video, but it's taken me a long time to be confident in my body and be confident in myself and who I am as a person. Honestly, a lot of that has come from spending time by myself and doing things by myself. I wear what I like on me now. Sorry, so stupid. There have been times where I always thought that how I looked would really so stupid. And there are still times that I slip up and I feel badly about myself. But honestly, it's just something that I just deal with it. But on the most part, I am so happy with how I look and my body, because there are things that I love about my body, and there are things that make me different, and why would I want to change that? They are what make me me, and I couldn't be happier. Like, yeah, I could be, if I tried, I could be skinnier, and if I really tried, I could get rid of my acne and I could get rid of the weight. To come to love the stretch marks on my thighs and the spots on my chest and the spots on my back and the spots on my face, because that, I'm getting really emotional, and it's not to do with the video. But I've just, what makes me really upset is that, what makes me feel lucky and upset is that I have come to this realisation on my own, and I'm lucky that it's taken me a short time. For me it feels like a long time, but it is a short time in relation to what other people go through in order to become confident and comfortable in their own skin. The way that I see people talk or think about themselves, when I think they are gorgeous, I think they are beautiful people, and then I see them talk about themselves in a degrading way, and I think, why would you think about that? Like, why would you think that about yourself? Have you looked in a mirror? But I realised like that isn't a way to help them. It's by talking positively, and I know you can't help everyone with their journey. A lot of the way that I became confident in myself was because of me, and I showed myself ways to embrace my body and embrace who I am. It sounds really vain, but I just feel really lucky. I've said lucky so many times, but I just feel so lucky that I did come to this conclusion on my own, and that it didn't take me 20 years or 30 years to be happy with who I am. If you don't like who you are, then you can change it by all means, but if it's something that you can't change, then embrace it. I could change my weight and I could change my acne and I could change anything that I wanted to, but I just don't want to. And that is probably because I'm lazy as hell and it would require consistency, which I'm really bad at for myself anyway. Like, look at my YouTube channel. If I get into a flood and a pool of tears, I'm going to be quiet. So I think that's enough spewing for one video. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my other videos. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! I'm trying to fold. I wrote all of this down last night and I thought it was really good and I'm going off book.